Hello, I'm Nigel Thornberg.
Right. You know why? Another reason why we kept fucking up? Because we're not using our clicker. Where's the clicker?
It's right here.
The clicker is here. I have found the clicker. In action. Well, now. Hey, yo, bro. Why is it that everybody be talking about that? Like, if you snooze, you're gonna lose. Like, how they know? Like, how if you snooze, how the hell you know somebody's losing? Like,
I guess it just makes sense.
Just
If the early bird get the worm, then if you snooze, you lose.
Yeah, but like,
but
bro,
how?
Like how? Like how they know? Like I just like. Oh wait. That's what. So we gonna get into all that.
That's what today's for. That's what today's for.
Y'all gotta understand. Y'all already know. It's Facts of Life, the podcast. We about to get into some real deep good shit.
Season
2,
episode 2.
Season 2, episode
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
22.
Hey.
222.
No, it's up with everybody. We appreciate y'all. We've been getting so much love and feedback from the last episode. Like we've been so we love this shit. Like you're ready to part of self, bro, part of self. Cause we might have some new people that don't even know. So part of self. It's the homie D.
Yeah, and Brian Lyon, Boot Camp Brian. You know.
That's what I got.
Yeah, and listen, this is Facts of Life. The podcast. You stumbled on it by mistake. You know what I'm saying? But
like the podcast.
Yeah. So
like, should we get right?
First things first. Always.
First things first. You're right.
How you doing?
It up. See, I'm so excited.
How you doing?
So y'all know, I appreciate that. So it's definitely I'm doing great. I'm doing fucking ecstatic.
Yeah.
I'm fucking fantastic. I'm loving today. Today's energy is great.
Oh yeah.
And I definitely want to say, shout out to Tay. I love you, boy. Miss you, boy. Definitely. When we recording this, the day that we're recording this, it was obviously that's letting y'all know. So today is the day that is the 1st, but yesterday was my man's birthday.
Nice.
But definitely shout out to Tay. Happy birthday to my guy.
Happy birthday, happy Tay Day, right?
Happy Peter. Every day's Tay Day. So yes, most definitely. Every day's Tay Day. So definitely shout out to my bro. I miss you, boy. And we this is I'm thinking about our talks and all this with this shit. So this shit is dope. This shit is so that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling loved, overjoyed, and it's I was it was a little harder.
Yeah.
But today I woke up yo, my man, it's I love my guy, yo. Yeah. So it's I'm feeling great.
Wow.
And I got my Tays on. So
everybody
doing her thing, you know? So you know what it is. If you already know what Tays on is, you already know what it is. If you don't, throw on some G Phasos or Air Forces, whatever y'all call them, you feel me? But yeah.
There you go.
How you feeling, bro?
Oh man, better than yesterday, wasting them all.
Mm-hmm.
Last week was humbling, so I'm happy to be here,
I like that.
I'm humbled. I'm happy to be here. That's it. I'm ready to do this, and I'm ready to dive into it because I think today's topic is a big difference maker and can be a big difference maker in a lot of people's day a lot of people's days, a lot of people's lives, all of that shit, Because what I love about it best is that you about to break it down. I already know you about to break it down. So in terms of it, let's jump right. Let's jump right in.
You already know I'm a young part of self. When you're working with technology, it gets a little crazy, And
how you upgrade? Wait, how you? But this is crazy. How you upgraded an episode like that? What's the budget looking like? You went from paper to a whole iPad.
I still got my paper.
Paper.
I like that better. I do like the paper better, folks. But I'm trying to I'm trying to get with the times. I'm trying to learn how to do all this. And in my mind, if I become more one with this, it become one with me, and we'll figure this out. Cause bro. Back in the day, you had Control-Alt-Delete plus the right click. Yeah. That was all you needed. Yeah. Now you got to remember to press this and that. Yeah. It's a lot. So you know, I
mean, in a sense, it's easier, but it is a lot. If you're not friendly with the interface, it is time to.
So it's like I'm trying to like be more like with it, like you know. So it's like I'm trying to get more into it. But I ain't gonna hold y'all. Next episode, I'm probably gonna be right back with my paper. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm a fan for whatever works.
You know.
Speaking of which.
But yo. Yeah, let's get into it. Like today's episode again, just to mention it to everybody, just in case, because we be doing a lot of for realness and just regular facts of life shit, you know.
Oh, we vibe. You know, you gotta vibe. You know what I'm saying? It can't just be, you know.
Today's episode is definitely a snooze. Like if you snooze, you lose. You feel me? We ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing. If you snooze, you lose. It is what it is. Like it's for real. It is what it is. But
every minute count.
Let's figure it out.
Every second count, every pound count, every I mean,
like you know, what
you want to start off with? You want to start off with?
You know me. I'm gonna break it down.
Yeah, all right.
That's what I looked at. You know me.
Break it down.
We gotta break it down. If we don't break it down, it don't make sense. And that's why we do this all the time. We break this down.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. Yeah. So it's like, with breaking it down, you gotta understand when I say this, I'm always looking at the definitions for what simple words mean. You know what I mean? Everybody, we all know lose, right? You know what I mean? But snooze, like we use it so frequently, like, oh, they snooze and all this. We use it slang way, we use it the regular way. So it's like we're gonna break it down both ways. We got you. Mm-hmm. So to keep it short, it's funny. To keep it short, listen to what I'm about to say. Snooze. What it means when it's coming right off of Google. Y'all could shout out to Google. Appreciate y'all.
Love Google, man. Got you.
It says, snooze, have a short, light sleep, especially during the day. That's the first one. Second one is activate the snooze button on an alarm clock. That's important to hear. Right? Now, y'all, like I told y'all, I'm going to get y'all into the slang words.
The urban dictionary.
Like with urban way to go and everything like that. And it says, like, and they say, like, this. It's funny because when you look it up, it's like slang. But, and it says informal.
The informal definition.
It's being so polite for you, for you snoozers out there. But we're gonna make this all be a full circle. But it says to take a brief sleep, nap, doze. Now, listen, I don't know y'all, but for me, when they say slang, I think that's the first time I heard a slang definition mean the same shit as
It's very rare that happens. It's very rare that, you know, because a lot of times slang terminology is just we use a word in an opposite way to throw people off so we can speak and they can't really pick up the context. You know, only who we speaking to, only who we want to pick up the context can. Right. But this is plain and simple, both ways.
Yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I should have actually asked you my first question,
which is
before, and I should have asked all of y'all my first question before we got into that. But so what? Now that I even
you know, everything is
put that in your head, it's like the first thing that I even had as like my first question I wanted to get to was, what does snooze mean to you? You know what I mean? Like, be honest. Like, even though I gave
so snooze means like, I mean, like, can I be? What does snooze the action mean to me, or does snooze the word mean to me? Because to me, like, I mean, I guess it's the same thing.
Snooze is a verb, so
right. But like, all right, so but the act of snoozing makes me feel some type of way. That's why I said that. But then there's a definition of snoozing. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Like, said, what y'all want to hear? I want to hear them both.
So like,
sound like they about to be interesting.
The definition of snoozing, you know what I'm saying? The definition of snoozing is, you know, in my opinion, is prolonging the inevitable.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. That's what the definition say it too, yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like we waking up.
You waking up from waking up.
You want to wake up.
But it's like...
But you don't want to wake up right now.
Yeah, you waking up from waking up. You gotta wake up. You're going to wake up from when you wake up from the wake up. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Here's the worst part about it to me. I don't know, somebody look it up. What's the average snooze time? Like 8 minutes?
Yo, you know what's funny? Yeah, on my phone, automatically, it hit 8 minutes. But I think you could change it. But like on my phone, if I hit snooze, it's 8 minutes.
With all due respect.
And then it's like, I be mad as hell.
You sure are going to be mad because you know what 8 minutes gets you?
I be
Nothing,
so mad. It got me to just get right back to sleep 8 minutes.
Nothing.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I be like, this doesn't make sense.
No.
And I'm not going to, like, for me, snoozing is like, every time I hear snooze, it's like, I say this to people, and then people think I might be crazy or whatever, but like, you could sleep when you are dead. You do all the sleeping you want.
I say
you sleep as much as you want. When you dead, like, you sleep as much as you want. You ain't gotta wake up.
How about this?
How
about this? I go even, not a step further, but a parallel to you and say, look around you, right? If you look around you in this world, there are two types of things, right? There are animated things and inanimate things. You know what I'm saying? So like, your desk is inanimate. It's not like Beauty and the Beast. The shit don't get up and dance and start singing.
I don't know. Sometimes maybe, I feel like my desk get up and start singing.
Maybe in your world, right? But like,
nah, I'm just
but when you're asleep and you're laid there, you watch somebody sleep. They almost like a bed, a rock, a desk. Like they're almost inanimated, right? So you got to think, when that essence of life touch you and animates you in the morning. And there's some people that don't get it. That's it. That was the last night they got. They get no more mornings.
Right.
And we all know mortality is real.
Hell yeah.
What are you saying? What are you saying by a person? You're saying you don't want to wake up?
Right.
You're saying like, I mean, get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be like on my high horse here because this is 5 years in the work for me.
Yeah.
This is 5 years in the work for me. This is not like I didn't get up yesterday and it's like, oh, no more snooze. As a matter of fact, I just over the last year I've managed to do my get up the time that my goal time without an alarm. I haven't used an alarm in a year. I do have a fail-safe. I'm not gonna lie, I got a fail-safe alarm on some if I'm still not up by this shit. Check if I'm alive. Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
wait, you use your phone alarm or you got like one of them old school?
No, I have the one fail-safe alarm is on my phone, but oftentimes I'm up for already an hour and my phone goes, do you want me to turn on watch? Do you want me to turn off your alarm? Because they can tell by my heart rate and shit that I'm up and I'm moving around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But your body has.
Your phone could do that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, your watch does that.
I mean, my watch. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've been having this on for a little minute, but I just be. I gotta learn a lot of.
Yeah, and so your body has a circadian rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Like it wants to. If you realize everything else that happens in your place in your body is almost automated. Like we don't think about our blood moving. We don't really think about breathing until we're conscious of it. Like if we're meditating, but we're breathing the whole time, right? Like there's active processes going on in our bodies the whole time. That's just managed, right? And our body likes to keep things almost cyclical, right? So it likes to be. That's why if you're ever up past 2 in.the, it gets harder to go to sleep. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you.
Yo, it's bringing me back to this. It was the show that I had watched on Netflix, I believe, but it was something about like they were counting money. Like they had to count pennies, I think it was, or quarters. They had to count quarters. And then like, but they had to, I think it was called Awake or something like that. I forget what it was called, but they had to stay awake. Yeah. Basically it was like that, but they couldn't go to sleep. So all these hours they had to count the money. So the whole thing was you had to count the money and see how much money you had, and everybody had to do it. Whoever was the closest to, and like throughout the show, like you keep doing different things. Whoever was the closest to the money, like whoever had the closest amount to the money, whatever, or was the last one standing, you got all of the money that was remaining. Now, the way that they was losing some money and all that and different shit was like people were off. But like you could vote on who you think was more off than the next person, so you could sabotage people. So you're so sleepy that, mind you, but they have you doing these different tasks and different things. So it's like it showed you that like what the mind can do, and then it's telling you what time it is, that like the time that they're currently at, what time in the morning it is, and you see how like from when they started, you see when they came in, some people were like, hey, yeah, this is gonna be I'm a overnight and it's like, yo, mentally, like to put your brain where you mentally have to put your brain and place your brain at is like that shit is wild.
It's not only, but like everything for example, like melatonin,
yeah, but they be giving kids.
So that's naturally in our brain, right?
We already have it.
Right, and it releases at a certain time. That's why you don't want no bright lights after a certain time. Like that's why in the winter we eat earlier.
Yeah.
Just by naturally, you feel like you want to eat and go to sleep a little bit earlier in the winter because it gets darker faster. Our body likes a rhythm, right? And so when you get your body on a rhythm, it regulates itself. My body wakes up, I'm up. No, you know what I'm saying? I don't really try, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not hitting the same time. I would love to tell you like 4:11 every morning. I'm up. Nah, it's not like that. It really isn't.
Let's go.
It's between 4:30 and 5:40. Yeah. Right, between 4:30 and 5:40 every morning, I'm up. Sometimes even when I'm dead tired, I get up and then I have to talk to myself. That's why like the snooze is really, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know.
But that's why I say like when I don't like that, because people forget like your body, when you're like what you're saying with the whole sleeping and this and that, like, because your body can oversleep. Like, we gotta understand that our body, absolutely. Sometimes you like, because okay, so this is like, I explained to y'all. I hope y'all heard my literally snoozing means to me like, yo, get your shit together. You can sleep when you're dead. Like, that's just, and what I mean by that, I'm just saying like, what I mean by that is like a lot of, and that's like a lot of what he just was saying. Like, if what you want, you have to go out and get it. So if you keep putting let me wait.
It's the only, like, it's just like, it's the only equality, because it's the only equality. Like, what I mean by that, like, we don't ask for shit when you think about it. We get a lot though. I'm not saying we get a lot being born into this world because everything's already given to us, right? Like, there's already structures, there's already roles, things of that nature. I'm not gonna get into that. Reality is we don't ask to be what gender we are. We don't ask what race we're gonna be. We don't ask what family we're gonna live, where we're gonna live. We don't get to choose any of that, right? How much money you get born into, whatever the case may be, financial situation. So everyone has a different variety of shit, right? But the only thing that we have equal is 1,440 minutes.
That's a fact.
That's it. Whether you're impoverished, whether you're the richest person in the world,
we all got the same.
Whether you have medical problems, whether you don't, healthy as whatever the case may be, you get 1,440 minutes, and your quality of life is based on how you live those 1,440 minutes. Period.
Right. So it's like, with that being said, like, but that's exactly what it means to me. Is like, you gotta stop. Like, you gotta find somewhere. Because like I said, like, I'm not even as well disciplined, and that's what it is. It's discipline, and it's gonna go into like the next. It's gonna go into the next question too, because I know some people out there just like, you know, like the next question is, but some of us really be tired, and you're gonna see I put them like that because it's like that gotta come like with
that excited me.
Like, that comes with me saying like, if you want something, it's like you can't sit around and wait for it to occur. It's like, if you tired, like. You tired of what? Like, you tired? Like, you should be tired of snoozing. You should be tired of, like, you know. And like I said, when you're oversleeping, of course you're tired. You done slept, and now your sleep needs some sleep for sleeping.
Can I explain something? Because I think a lot of people are miss this right here. Like, a lot of people don't ask this one question: you tired? Where do you get energy from? There's only two ways you can get energy. You know what I'm saying? You know, humanly, right? So you got your caloric intake, which is food and stuff like that, right? And then you have your cosmic energy. You know what I'm saying? Which is
to get up and get out.
Which is your Torah, your meridian, if you will. Like, that's just your electromagnetic field, whatever the case may be, right? And you can obtain that. It can pass through you if you have a large enough range. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all that being said, your processes determine your energy levels. Okay? So people have it confused. People have it confused. Like, okay, people may think that your energy levels are just, you know, I could be zapped. No, like, put it like this. The people who use more energy get more energy. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just, that's how it works. The less energy you use today is the less amount of energy you want to have tomorrow.
It's just like, when you ever play wrestling or something? Like, I say wrestling because, like, they show you the person's body, or even like the street, like the fighting games or whatever. They show you the person's body, like where their rate is at, and their energy and the stamina, right? And then, like, you ever be using it so much, or even when you run in 2K. 2K is definitely better. When you running, you like sprinting, and you know my player is not that great this year. So like, you're trying to reinstore, but you using it so much because you're trying to make him ball out. But it's like, it takes, how much longer does it take for you to get that energy bar right back up from, it's so quick, it's so much quicker for you to use it like that. But to restore it is like, dang, because you done used up. And now you gotta learn how to, like, I gotta click and run and do all this and do this and that. It's like you gotta.
Not only that, but you gotta set yourself up, right? Like a lot of times, waking up is not about being tired. Waking up is about directly related to what you do before you go to sleep.
No doubt.
Like it really is. It's that simple.
No doubt.
It's like you can't, and it's a lot to do with your. For example, when you want to get fit, right? Mm-hmm. It's almost a no-brainer to be like, oh yeah, you know, I gotta change my diet. Like I gotta eat better if I want to change my body. But when people think about mentally, like cognitively, how to get better, they don't think about their mental diet. Just like that, your mental diet, what you put into it, that's why I say stay in guard. Like the most important, you know, the most important inches is the 7 inches between your brain. Most important real estate, right? 7 inches between your ears, excuse me. You know what I'm saying? So
is your brain.
You know, right? Is your brain, right? So what I'm saying is like what you do before you go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? What kind of networks are you watching? What kind of food are you eating? How late are you?
How late did you eat?
You know what I'm saying? What are you doing to prepare yourself for sleep? Are you the type of person, you know, who stays up? And then there's gonna be somebody who's watching this and goes, this doesn't apply to me because I'm not a morning person.
Oh man. How many of those?
I'm gonna try to say this with as much grace as possible.
How many of those?
What the fuck does that mean? I don't get that.
Yeah, please, somebody comment, help us out.
I don't, because here's the thing. There's time in a day that you need. So unless you can prove to me, unless you can prove to me,
okay, I think we're about to go to the same.
If you can prove to me you are super productive between the hours of 10 at night and 3 in the morning, consistently. Like if you can prove like, yo, nah, bro, I stay up to 3 in the morning, I get more than triple my work done, and then I don't wake up till 11, 12. And then I do it all over again.
I don't know. See, I was gonna be an asshole and be like, you have to like start your day. You have to say that we have to start our days at the same time with the same, like, so we're saying like when we wake up, like our hours, because you know we have the same hours in the day, right? But it's like if we don't begin it at the same time, what time starts our day? You know what I mean?
So for example, like the rest of the world is gonna get up for the stock market. You know what I'm saying? At least you know that ding. That's like 9 in the morning, right?
Or they're getting ready to get open.
They already open at 9. They're getting ready by 7. They giving you the drop. What's going on with the NASDAQ, whatever it be. So if you waking up at 11, God forbid you live up on the West Coast. Man. If you waking up at 11 on the West Coast, that's 2 in the morning. You know how many people that made money moves about your money that you slipping. You know, but like I said, if you can be
a way that like,
I mean,
it's. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm really trying to figure something out for like, cause it's I just think it's really a lot of discipline. Like,
it is, but let me be honest and go back to the past. Then let me speak from, cause I can't. You're right. I can't just speak from where I'm at now and then like, cause it make it seem that I'm talking down, and I hate that because I'm no better than no person. I want to be realistic, right? So boom. This is what I had to realize.
I know this is not where we're like, and then maybe some of y'all was like, nah, y'all right, y'all into something like, but
still, I want everybody to be included in it. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't feel the same about it, right?
Like I want like.
So before I went on this journey, my life was not going that great, and you know, I didn't want to wake up early in the mornings and stuff like that. You know, I used to make music. I would make music to like. I still make music, by the way, but I would record and write music until 4 or 5 in the morning. Right. Then I would sleep till 11, 12, right? Mm-hmm. And then I would go throughout my day. Not only, my day was 10 times harder. My day was 10 times harder because, I had to catch up. Well, at 12 o'clock, so much shit already, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to now force a lot of moves into one. There is no waking up slow. Right. Right? But then, like, and it took me a while to get a handle of it, because you develop a habit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, yo, this is my, like, your body is now, remember I told you about the rhythm. Now your body rhythm is all out of whack or whatever the case may be, right? Okay. But I had to be cynical about it. Or just I had to think about it from another perspective. I said, listen, how long am I sleeping now? So if I'm staying up to 4 or 5 and I'm waking up at 12, I'm sleeping 6 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, how much did you not miss though? Nah, yeah, right. So what I gotta do? So I said, so hold on. But my fault. Yeah. How much more productive do I gotta be? How much more productive would I be if I just moved that 6 hours back? And then I said to myself, Well, could you do 12 to 6? That's all. That's all I said to myself. Could you do 12 to 6? Could you record? Because you don't want to stop recording. You don't want to stop making your music. Could you record from, I don't know, let's say 9 to 12, but instead of doing it, on some everyday stuff, you know what I'm saying? You make time to record and you do it maybe 3 days a week, and you make sure you've been in bed by 12. Can you do 12 to 6? 12 to 6 got me to start regulating things because I always hit 6. It was more like 7:30, 8. You know what I'm saying? But my goal was forever 6. Right. But I kept getting 7:30, 7:30. And then eventually I started, with the alarm. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I would snooze. I'll be honest with y'all, I would snooze.
Yeah, I definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I still sometimes hit the snooze button.
So the real thing is, what do you do not to snooze?
Yeah, well, we're gonna actually get into that too.
Oh, okay, then I don't want to jump the gun.
We're gonna get into that too, but it's like what I like. The whole point is like I like exactly like what you said. Like I want us to like. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like for me, like it's wild because I it's a lot of times where I don't sleep. Like I really just don't sleep, but I'm still active. Like I still get so much done more than someone. So it's like sometimes for me it's a little annoying because it's like it can't be that much sleep. Like I'd be like sometimes my body be telling me like, and your body talk to you. It's crazy how your body talk to you. Like you said with the whole excuse me. Excuse me, y'all. It's got for real for me. But how you said that with your whole body, like the whole rhythm and all that, it's like, so it's like, for me, like, no matter what time I go to sleep, even still to this day, like, I could go out, I could drink, I could, like, do whatever the craziest shit you could think of, and people would think it's weird because I'm still up if I need to be up by 7 or 8:30, like, for the most part, I'm still up for the most part, but it's like, my body is already just used to, like, it's like, all right, I only need, like, sometimes, like, if I can get 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours of sleep, I'm cool with that. Like, that works by me. That's what works for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, when we get into the whole, like, you asked the question of, and I know you got a thought real quick, I'm going to let you get that thought off, but it's like, you asked the question of, how do you prepare not to lose? And what I mean by that is actually snooze. How do you prepare not to snooze? So it's like, we're going to get into that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, that's the essence of the
whole, I mean, and the thought I had was just simple. I just like, even to this day, my shorty will tell you, even sometimes you could tell them like, just because I wake up 4:30 in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Like, doesn't stop me from taking a nap if I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like if I get tired throughout the day, I take a nap. But I got up at 4:30. Do you understand the power of hours? Y'all understand that y'all feel tired because y'all don't have time to fill y'all cup. That's what I had to understand. That's where the tiredness come from. Because you wake up and get right to having to do what you got to do for other people. You got to be at work at 9. You up at 8:30. You can't give yourself shit.
That ain't gonna work.
Then you get to work and you gotta just do shit for other people. Your body, you feel like a slave. Your body rejects that shit over and over and over. So if you compound that over and over and over,
you become more easier to be prone to being annoyed by the work that you're doing.
Exactly.
It's not
you need to be up, and listen. I'm not gonna tell you what time you need to be up, but at least 3 hours before you have to be somewhere else for somebody else, you should have time for yourself.
Hell yeah.
At least 3 hours. Yeah. Get a shower, get your thoughts right for the day.
Meditate.
Your coffee, your tea,
can,
play your favorite song, read. Like real rap. There's so many things you can do to fill your cup to make sure. And your job is to get to that highest point you can and hold on to that shit when you go out into the world, because there's people out there trying to steal your energy.
I'm gonna say, I
real rap. Energy vampires, bro. Yeah, they are there. And the craziest part is that a lot of them don't even know that they're energy vampires. So you might just you talk to somebody and you leave the conversation just feeling like they just drained the shit out of you because they did.
Because they did. That's their job. That's their
because when they drained you, they got that energy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now they have it. You know what I mean? And then they're gonna go to somebody else.
They ain't gonna go to somebody else.
Are we on the same mom pack? Who do we know? We don't even know this person for real. We go to the gym.
Oh my goodness.
We go to the gym.
Oh man.
Right? And there's a person at the gym.
Oh man.
Right? Like when this person comes, when I see that me and this person's in the gym at the same time, I put my concentration hat on to the 1000th degree. Because
well,
this person...
say, sometimes I be ready to go in and wrap my hair up and shit. Like, why you ain't calling me telling me that you was coming? I'm about to start paying attention to your habits of when you do come.
So we cannot be
It's just...
This individual goes around to every single person they possibly can in the gym to have a conversation, to suck the energy away from, and just take the life out of their workout. I really think that that's their goal. In 2 hours, you might see them do 3 reps of anything.
It's like, I'm trying to figure out if I ever even seen them.
Bro, when I was doing the dips, I felt him.
When I was
doing the dips, I felt him. He's like this.
Yeah, you're right.
He wants to start a conversation.
And he didn't, I feel like
I got the blinders.
He didn't even get on to I got one. Then he was like, it's still staring
No, we killing on you. You over there, pussyfooting.
He's doing a pyramid style. You know pyramid style, you know.
No, yeah.
You're doing a
Either way, there's energy vampires out there. And you gotta be aware of those. You know what I'm saying? But in order to be able to defend yourself against them, you have to be able to generate energy. That's life. Like, it's all around us. You can find energy in everything, refresh it.
But you have to have a beginning.
Yeah, you gotta have a base, foundation.
Yeah, foundation. So it's like, so when they say, how do you prepare? It's like,
but I didn't even, you wanna go first or you want me to go? I didn't even, that was just that thought. I didn't even touch, that wasn't even me touching on how do you prepare, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because there's something that, like, when somebody tells you advice, right? I believe this. I
love how passionate you get.
Oh, because because I've been through it. I live this shit, dog. Like, it's like when somebody tells you advice and they haven't done it or they don't follow it, and it's like, dog, it's like, it's not even like, it kills the practicality of it. Or when someone gives you advice with no examples. It's like,
well, what do you want me to do?
Like, I'm gonna tell you what you should do is this. Well, how would I do that? Go figure it out. Yeah. Oh, really?
So
you know what?
That was very fucking pointless.
Thank you. You helped me.
You
know what I'm saying? So I want to be practical with it, right? So the question is, in order to figure out how to prepare not to snooze, you need to figure out why you snooze. Or you need to figure out what your story is going along with when you press that snooze button. And so what Eric Thomas taught me as I was listening to the motivation, he said, when you laying there on that pillow and you about to press snooze, you got to ask yourself, because everybody's on a journey for something. So for me, what gives you that gas? What are your whys, right? So for me, it's my kids, my parents, my brothers, right? Myself, of course. But sometimes you're not going to do you're not going to do the right thing for yourself all the time. That's why we have habits. Right. That's another topic.
Right.
That's another topic. But that's a whole other topic. But in terms of the other people in your life, you would move rocks for them. That's what love is based on. We all have those people that just, I would do anything for my grandmother. You know what I'm saying? We all have those people in our life, right? You got to ask yourself when you're laying there about to press snooze, if you don't get something that you could have got for them, and if you was 8 minutes away, that was enough to tell them why? Is that enough to look your loved ones in the face and tell them why you wasn't great today? Is that enough to tell you why you came short?
8 minutes.
Is that enough? Nothing. Is that enough? Because what you don't realize is that let me tell you how it builds, right? So let me give you an instance. If you get to that point where you're filling your cup, right? So boom, when you don't snooze, right, and you have that extra 8 minutes, that means you're in the shower 8 minutes earlier. So you're in the shower 8 minutes earlier, your smoothie is done, or whatever you got, your tea, whatever coffee done 8 minutes earlier, which means you got to read 6 more pages in your book. Ooh.
Speaking of 8 minutes, the magic number is 8 minutes right now. We got 8 minutes before we
wrap things up.
So the magic number, it's crazy how that just landed at 8.
Oh, well, we on the last question anyway.
We is on the last question.
All right, so we're
gonna
get into the nitty gritty.
Get into the nitty gritty of explaining to them how we prepare, because we don't ever want to leave y'all with nothing.
Open-ended.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love
open-ended, actually. We love the cliffhangers, but we want to make sure we give you full information at the time.
And like I told y'all, it's a full circle. It's like, it's not just like, we're not here like...
All right, so let's throw that circle in motion. Let's get it started. So how we want to come up with a practical...
just like how we did last time, just be for real with them. What do we do? We could only be honest.
And that's what I'm about to tell them. So right there is the last step. So if I had to put it in steps, the first thing I would tell you to do is super pay attention to the night before. You know what I'm saying? Get things in order so you don't gotta do too much
thinking. So we say night before.
The night before, have a routine. You know what I'm saying? I
mean, gonna say routines is big.
It is just have at least have everything you want in your bag, your work bag together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have that by the door. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Maybe have if you're having a smoothie, maybe have the shit cut up and put it in the freezer already, so you guys just toss it in the blender. Like the little steps that can, you know what I'm saying? Step two is get to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure you have make sure know your hours. You know what I'm saying? But make sure the amount of hours that you know doesn't interrupt the time that you know you need to be up by, right? To make sure to give yourself enough time. It doesn't make sense. Then. Make it make sense. Right? Exactly. So after we get to sleep, right? Then it comes to the last point, which is the optimal moment of snooze. Put your loved ones right there. Put them in the forefront.
I say discipline, that's like discipline.
But this is how you're gonna. This is how you discipline it, though, right? Yeah. Like doing these things is how you develop the discipline.
Oh yeah, true.
The discipline is the end result of this, and nothing's gonna take care of you like discipline. You know what I'm saying? Nothing takes care of you like discipline, really, like for real, right? But so when we get to that point, because
we got the first one, the second one, the third one.
This is the third one. The third one is the put your loved ones in the forefront when you're thinking about a person that's snooze button. You know what I'm saying? Think about what's gonna matter. You know what I'm saying? Like help
that. 8 minutes worth it?
It never is. You can't. No one that's listening can tell me 8 minutes.
Money on the table.
No one can tell me that the 8 minutes is more important than anyone in their family.
How many times you at your job a little simple situation occur, and you're like, wow. Like, especially if you're in a job where you see the money that's being made, you see it coming in. I had to understand that. Some people jobs real quick, the pause for the preparation. Some people
we got 5 minutes.
Yeah, some people jobs real quick, like, it gives you you don't see where the money is coming in. You just only doing the outtake work and you're giving it.
Or in the like the office.
Yeah, that's what I mean by that. Yeah, like you're in the office, factory, you're not seeing it. So it's like in a job where you see the money, like, you know, everybody, y'all know I'm a server, I serve all that. But you see that is like when that little second where someone didn't get to a table quick enough or didn't. It could
be the deciding factor.
It could be the deciding factor.
Listen,
you see that it's like, oh, well, I didn't get this amount from that person the last time. It's like
ideas.
What did you do? What did I do?
Ideas,
you know what I mean?
are
it's
perishable.
Like, so it's like
so you also miss moments when you snooze. You know what I'm saying?
You miss moments, you miss money, you miss
you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta believe that you remember I tell people, this is what I tell people, like, the reason why it seems like a setup is because everything goes to making every moment happen. Like, think about what it took for us to make this moment happen right now. We both had to do separate things on our part in order to get this to be here right now. Right? When you go out into the world, it's the same way. Everything that happened, if you get into a car accident, everything had to happen that way for it to happen, right? So you can't box the universe, your arms are too short. And what I'm saying by that is, if you are supposed to wake up if you were supposed to be up at 7 o'clock, but you snooze to 7:15 and you get into a car accident, you don't know if you should have gotten to that car accident. It's not enough to risk it.
Yeah, because you could have been out 15 minutes prior.
Which means you would have contacted that car because that car wasn't there 15 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really how life works. Everything is a ripple effect. And so you have to be in control of somewhat control of your destiny. Yeah,
I would say control of your within reason.
Within reason, because you can only control certain things.
Happens within reason.
So it's like, and life happens for you, not to you. But in order to explore that, you gotta be up. You feel me? Like, you do. And you have to, to me, it's like that little bit in the morning, that time when you get to be thankful. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you believe in.
I was gonna say, because it's whatever you
believe in. It doesn't even matter. Whatever you believe in. But
I feel like everybody have a moment where they are thankful. Even when you stretch it. Sometimes when I stretch, it's just like the best. I'm just like,
I
do a little like just to it's just like it's like
what analogy makes me thankful. You know, I think about it like this: like, if there is a source, creator, whatever you want to call it, right? And two people have the same exact thing, right? And he's in the business of giving more, but two people have the same exact thing. And on one side, one person's like, man, I hate this fucking job. My house is shitty. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit really not working for me, bro. Fucked up people in my life. Like, look at what's going on. Look at my neighborhood, right? Other person in the same situation says, yo, man, this house is not nearly what was the best for me, but like, at least I didn't get rained on last night, man. I'm just so thankful for shelter, man. Like, you know what? Like, yo, my job, it's not the best, but man, I could not have a job. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm gonna use this to propel to the next level. Who you think he gonna give more to?
No, that's a fact.
Right, and so
because it's less energy.
it's
less
like,
energy to give you
ooh,
more
right. Like, you just here. Take more then. Because you're ready for it. And my point.
That's another thing, too.
My
like,
point.
you got to understand that point, too. Because sometimes, like, and that's how I want to leave us, too. Because it's like, we gotta understand what's meant for us is for us. Like, it's gonna be there. It's
already yours.
It's just about when we want to go and
we gonna claim your prize.
And it's like, yeah, like it's already there.
That's why you gotta get up.
So
it's like
you hitting snooze and getting quicker.
You pushing your prize back.
Like you. Oh,
it's like I tell people all the time. Indecisiveness changes the price of shit.
So it's like real quick. So it's the fact of preparing the night before.
Absolutely.
Preparing the night before. We're gonna leave you with this shit. Preparing the night before. And then the second one is
getting sleep.
Getting sleep. And then the third one is thinking about
putting your loved ones.
Putting your loved ones first. Like whoever you got.
And then lastly, you say making enough time to fill your cup so you can do it all over again.
Do it all over again. Like, give enough to you. Don't forget to give enough to you. So it's
rule
like,
number one. Take care of number one first.
That's four. Right? That's four of them. You know what I mean? So it's like that's it and that's all. But it's like I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure y'all like, comment, share. Give us all of that. And
please subscribe.
Definitely subscribe.
You know, so you can get that alert.
Any and everywhere at Faxtz of Life. You feel me? And stay tuned because listen, it's gonna be some more stuff coming from us.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean? We got a lot of things cooking. A lot of things in the pot.
I appreciate y'all for rocking with the homie D, man.
Brian Lyon.
You feel me?
Hey, peace, love, and Rice Krispies.
Yo, definitely peace, love, and Rice Krispies. And like I always say, especially if they got the little zing. And other than that, I know I'm trying to leave y'all. Yeah, I'm trying to leave y'all with it. He always beat me to it because he knows. Because
it's so smooth how you do it. I'm going to let you do it. I'll be admiring it.
Nah. But you know, I like to leave y'all with peace, love, and Godspeed. And that's whatever you believe in and whatever you feel. But whatever it is that you need, all I like to do is give energy. And that's what we do.
That's it.
So appreciate y'all for rocking with Faxtz and like the podcast. You know?
That's the remote. What?
Definitely over here good. That's the remote.
It's turn off. I'm hitting the remote. Is it on? Is this thing on?
Did the battery die on it?